तो I'll be discussing diabetes and cancer, दोनों के बीच में क्या लिंक है. The assumption of a relationship between diabetes mellitus and malignancy was made more than 100 years ago. The risk of developing cancer is increased in both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. Approximately 8 to 18% of cancer patients have diabetes. In this latest study, 2021, diabetes mellitus is a risk factor for certain cancers such as pancreatic cancers, liver, colon, breast, and endometrial cancers. 2020 again, type 2 diabetes was associated with several cancers from prostate, with mortality from pancreatic cancer. A large body of epidemiological evidence has indicated that diabetes is considered as an independent risk factor for increased rates of heterogeneous type of cancer occurrence and death. It is associated with almost two-fold increased risk of pancreatic cancer, with excess risk of higher in those with longer duration since diagnosis. This is a very large study, and this found that new onset diabetes during the follow-up period, 183 new onset diabetes patients were diagnosed with pancreatic cancer within 3 years. In comparison, 434 remaining patients developed pancreatic cancer in 3 years. So individuals with recent onset diabetes had a greater risk compared with those with long-term diabetes all ages. Though changes in diabetes could potentially predispose to cancer, and pancreatic cancer and diabetes share a number of risk factors, a cause of effect relationship between diabetes and pancreatic cancer has not been established. Recent studies have suggested that diabetes is strongly associated with hepatocellular carcinoma, pointing out an independent risk factor for SCC. Diabetes and SCC are closely linked because of their correlation with hepatitis virus and NAFLD. These are certain studies. In conclusion, an area with a high prevalence of hepatitis virus infection, type 2 diabetes increased the risk of developing liver cancer in those who are HCV negative or have a high level of total cholesterol. Again, this study was published in 2017. The relationship between type 2 diabetes and increased risk of incident hepatocellular carcinoma remains significant even after adjustment for detection bias and reverse causation. So, association between colorectal cancers, the correlation of diabetes and an elevated risk of colorectal cancer has been verified in many studies that have displayed that there are many common risk factors between diabetes and CRC, such as age, obesity, sedentary lifestyle, and smoking. Furthermore, a higher mortality has been found in CRC patients with diabetes. These are again certain studies which prove there is a strong association. Coming to breast cancer, diabetes as a metabolic disorder is robustly associated with an increased risk of breast cancer. Large amounts of epidemiological evidence have indicated that diabetes contributes to higher incidence and mortality rates of breast cancer. These are again certain studies published recently. Then this study was published in 2020. The difference between risk of cancer on metformin monotherapy and on sulfonylurea monotherapy or on combination therapy, there was no difference found. Association with diabetes and endometrial cancers. Diabetes is associated with endometrial cancer, which has been consistently reported by cohort studies, case control studies, and meta-analysis. Diabetes leads to a high mortality of EC as an independent risk factor. Association with diabetes treatment and risk of developing endometrial cancers, these are again certain studies published. So this is a very recent study published this year only. diabetes mellitus, both type 1 and type 2, increases the risk of developing the female reproductive system tumors such as ovarian cancer, endometrial cancer. While for cervical cancer, vaginal cancer and vulvar cancer, such a relationship has not been clearly identified. Association with bladder cancer, findings from epidemiological studies are controversial. Nevertheless, most meta-analysis support that diabetes is a risk factor for bladder cancer, and both incident and death rates of bladder cancer increase in diabetes. Although diabetes appears to be a risk factor for many types of cancers, studies have however elucidated an inverse association between diabetes and prostate cancer. So somehow diabetes has a protective effect on prostate cancers. There is a biological link between diabetes and cancer because dysregulation of insulin signaling pathways can contribute to the uncontrolled growth characteristics of cancer cells. In addition, chronic inflammation, a common thread in both conditions, creates a conductive environment for cancer development. So friends, the importance is that a targeted cancer screening may benefit diabetes patients, and proper management of diabetes should be an integral part of cancer management. So because these two diseases are interrelated, so every cancer patient should be screened for diabetes and managed. So hyperglycemia, insulin resistance and insulin-like growth factors, inflammatory cytokines, dyslipidemia, increased leptin and decreased adiponectins, they have been attributed to the increased risk of cancer in patients with diabetes. Hyperinsulinemia, hyperglycemia, hyperregulation of sex hormones, oxidative stress and inflammatory cytokines potentially play a role in the development of cancer. So these are various mechanisms why cancer is more common in diabetic patients. Disruption of gut microbial diversity, a phenomenon known as dysbiosis, increase the risk of diabetes and several types of cancers. Certain infections such as candidiasis, which is common in diabetics, have been associated with increased risk of cancers. So friends, individually, cancer and diabetes are life-threatening diseases with grave consequences unless treated effectively. Insulin resistance and hyperglycemia are common denominators in the cancer-diabetes relationship. So, according to the IDF, unfortunately, these two diseases are interconnected. So, recognizing the link between these two conditions opens avenues for comprehensive, preventive, and integrated treatment approaches. Thank you.